Ashley, did you know there was a countdown just then?
No, I knew it was between the questions, so I assumed one of you would start talking and we go from there.
Yeah, I just click record, you know.
So I brought something this week, right?
Oh, Chantel, yay!
Yeah. I saw a Twitter thread yesterday that I was like, fuck, I want to bookmark that because I think it'd be really funny to read it to you guys.
Would I have seen it? Or
maybe. It's from Mika Burton. She is did work at Rooster Teeth. She now does this for Critical Role and a whole bunch of other places, a lot of hosting. So she did this really cool Twitter thread yesterday, and it fits in with recent movie releases. Why the Fast and Furious franchise is the greatest example of a well-done RPG/D&D campaign of all time. And
wait, hold on. I saw the first tweet and I didn't read the rest, so... Yes.
Yeah, okay. And why Fast X is exactly how you play a max-level campaign. A thread. In the first movie, all the characters start off at level 1. Boosting VCRs, simple quarter-mile street races, and the biggest villain was just the police. Nothing fancier than NOS under the hood and the adventuring party, only a handful of people. If this was a D&D campaign, at the very start, the DM is taking things very seriously. By the player's handbook only, no breaking the laws of physics, and no rule of cool. A straight-to-the-point dungeon crawl. These are tough street racers who take themselves seriously. Damn straight. Smash cut to 2023 and the DM has decided, fuck it. The players love the rule of cool and we are having way more fun just doing the most wild shit ever. All the PCs have plot armor and hell, some of the NPCs do too. A beloved NPC or two died? Not for long. The players are now level 15. They've recruited precious villains into the party. They've driven cars out of planes, punched missiles. Their subclasses are maxed out at this point, and they had every legendary item their bags of holding can carry, right? What's the DM to do? In Fast X, to introduce the big bad evil guy of this long-running 22-year campaign, honestly, the best, most flamboyant, over-the-top psychopathic villain the franchise has ever seen. He's over-leveled, overpowered, and he's here to make these level 15 players feel like hell. During the whole movie, we, the audience, know that the players will be fine. The DM has proven that the PCs have plot armor, but we are on the edge of our seats anyway. Every stunt, every explosion, every minute of non-stop near-laughable action has us hooked. Fast 10 ended on a cliffhanger. Spoilers. Just how a good DM does it. Honestly, the Fast Saga is the greatest example of going from level 1 anti-heroes leveling up through fights, looting, and found family, and ending up champions of the realm against all odds. Somehow, the DM surprises us and the players. She's lost the metaphor at this point. Every session and keeps us wanting more. Thank God this campaign isn't over. Holy hell, I just love the franchise with my whole heart. Unironically, the end. So Fast and Furious is just D&D, guys.
Does that make you not want to go watch? Like,
no, I will. It's on my fuck. I've still got to go watch Guardians at some point. So I need to like just do like better. A dude. Oh fuck! Holy shit! Considering one, I've seen like reasonably like consistent comments for, and the other one I've seen like review scores ranging from like a 5 through to like an 8 or a 9. So, but it's again, I think that's just Fast and Furious, right? That's
those people don't have families though.
Yeah, but at what point does your family become too big, right? At what point does your family stop having the person that just ruined everything?
You can never have too much family.
You know,
have you met some moments?
I just, it's just a case of there's got to be somebody, right, that does something that is too unthinkable, too heinous, that it can't be solved by cracking a cold Corona around a barbecue and saying salute.
Yeah, I don't. Not to go on spoilers, but I don't think Jason Momoa's character is going to be cracking any Coronas.
Yeah, I think that's pretty fair to say.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mostly because I don't reckon he drinks Coronas. Okay.
No. Also, I had someone ask me that at work the other day.
Cocktails and nothing.
Was Fast and Furious good? I'm like, Jason Momoa was the fucking best thing ever. That's the review of the movie. Jason Momoa is the
He's
Shit.
just spent too long having to pretend he's Aquaman and shit. They just gave him a movie where he's
No,
like,
I saw
man.
someone do a good tweet the other day that said it was something like Jason Momoa's got no one appreciates is how varied Jason Momoa's sort of macho guy characters is, and it was like Aquaman, Fast and Furious character,
His Apple TV show.
yep,
Khal Drogo.
Dune, Khal Drogo. They're all different. They're all different versions of macho dude variations. You know, so he's.
Do you know it was in a Conan the Barbarian remake?
I didn't watch it, but yes.
Yes, I've never seen it though, but yes.
I'm still not going to watch it as
No.
much as I like. So as much as I like Jason Momoa, I'm sorry. No, that was a good Twitter thread. I'm all aboard all of that. That was a very positive thread.
Now I want to do a Fast and Furious D&D campaign.
I think, you know what? Somebody should make a TTRPG system that's based on
just
the
in the
Fast and
current one.
Furious universe.
It's just, I don't know what do you replace the cars with horses or carriages? Or?
No. I think you make a tabletop game like that revolves around car racing and stuff because there's like already people.
There is a tabletop. There is a card. I think there's a Fast and Furious game that came out, but
yeah, but that's not the same. You want one that's more like RPG, like you're making.
Are you playing your own character in the universe, or are you like
Yes.
role playing as like?
No, you play your own character in the universe.
okay.
You play like a separate instance, like the Fast families
you have to,
in the
you
universe.
have to level up.
but-
You have to just pulling off a bunch of crazy heists,
Yeah,
and then you eventually get the attention of the government, and they come after you, and then you join the government, and then
the agency.
the agency. Yep, yep. You
Mr.
get
Nobody.
to speak to Kevin Bacon.
Nope.
yes,
Nope. Nope. Not even close. Kurt Russell.
There we go. That's the one. The dude.
Yeah.
From the Big Lebowski.
Oof.
Uh,
I know
Are
you're
you
doing it on
okay?
purpose this time.
Yeah, I don't actually know if he's doing it on purpose. So.
I that was on purpose that time. Yes.
Okay, because
I
everyone knows
know-
that's actually Kevin Suzak.
Yeah.
I don't feel like that is.
Yeah.
Kieran,
No.
would we get one of those facts wrong?
I feel like you would to fuck with me. Yeah.
Here's my little story for this week. So I thought I was going to be coming in with like a mega eventful story of my car broke.
Oh.
And I'm walking everywhere.
Oh, the
Card-
classic explosion network.
Classics
between
is
the cushion
what
story.
I thought I was finally going to get to be like my car too, guys. You know,
Oh god.
it did break. I was out of action for a few days. It's managed to get fixed now. It's back on the road, but it's very much of a like, hey, that piece of shit's on its last wheels. You know what I mean? Like,
You know, mine's only just going into the mechanic on Thursday this week.
from what, like months ago?
From March. Yeah, it was March 10th when it happened. And it took me calling them like last week before, be like, hey, is this still a thing? Are you waiting on me to do something? They're like,
You're like,
oh, I'll
pay
call you
us.
back in an hour. And then they call me back like 3 hours later and they're like, oh, yeah, we've got you ready. We'll book you in for this day. It'll be gone for like 6 days. Cool. I was like, oh, okay, sweet. Thanks.
They definitely
So many
saw it around.
potholes. Just so much damage all over the
That
place.
was not a pothole damage. That was a kangaroo.
No, other people.
Mm.
Oh, other people? Yeah, that's fair. That is
But this is
very
my
fair.
problem. So
But also,
I've
there
been-
are a lot of kangaroos around as well. So, I mean,
I've been considering buying a new car, right? But then I'm like, what if then all the potholes appear around me?
No.
need
You
a
just don't buy.
campaign.
You just don't buy what I bought, right? My problem stems from I bought a performance vehicle that drives around on rubber bands, and it's because it's a sports car. It's like suspension is stiff even on its.
Have we ever discussed why did you buy that car?
Because I've always wanted a car like it.
Yeah,
Like
so it was just I like car thing. It wasn't like a
yeah, it wasn't a rational decision.
no. At the time, it definitely wasn't a rational decision. I
How long
remember.
you had it?
Pardon? I've had it for like
How
2
long?
years. I remember.
2 years, okay.
I was like, I'm in hiring, and I wanted a new car, and like, I was sat in the hospital with my dad because dad had just started going through all of his back problems.
Yeah.
And we were talking one day, and he's like, and I'm like, oh, I'm thinking about it one day. I don't know, blah blah blah, car. And he's like, you know what? Fuck it. He's like, go take it to them, see how much they'll give you, And you know what? It doesn't hurt. Like, blah, blah, blah. And then I took it to them and they were like, we'll give you $23,000. And I was like, huh, yeah, all right. That sounds like a pretty good. And that like both paid off what was outstanding on that car and then put a down payment on this car. So I was like, this is the shit. This is the best. Fuck it. And I did it. And
Capable Kieran was like in a moment of
no, because
like,
dad's always like,
and I'm going to enable you. son.
no, that's like, you know, we were having a rough period and he's like, you know what? Sometimes you just got to create your own happiness. You create your own fucking positive moments. And he's like,
this car has done that.
This
Nothing but
car has
happiness.
done that except for the last 12 months where it's just
So it's 50-50.
it is 50-50.
2 years. First year was good, and then
there was a year of great.
Yeah.
Then a year of not so great. I'm gonna cry about my car insurance for the next couple years. You know what, right? I know they were gonna ping me and be like, "We're gonna lower your car insurance down again," but this time it was a fucking kangaroo. What was I supposed to do about it? Like,
not hit it.
They don't hit it.
That's
right.
true.
Yeah.
I mean,
Very simple answer.
did you chase down that kangaroo and get insurance information?
No.
See?
I doubt
If
it.
you had said you'd stopped, went back and checked if it was dead, then you know,
Yeah.
brought the body
It was
with
like 12:30 at night. It was a couple hundred meters down the road from when I'd stopped. And yeah, you know what? If I walked down there and it was alive, it was going to be pissed. It's going to be like, what the fuck?
you. That's when you call the police. It's like, mate, I'm dealing with a
A drunk kangaroo.
Drunk.
He won't give
He
me
was drunk-
insurance.
He was drunk
information.
hopping. Yeah. Won't give us insurance.
But no, I'm excited for like the second half of this year because all of the things that have cost me money so far this year, dental, like my dentist stuff's done for I've got all my fucking fillings and stuff done, and I'm up to date on my dental stuff now. I'm not, you know, I've done that bit. My car will be fixed. I'm like, right, getting to a point again where I don't have fucking stupid bills until.
But do you feel like an adult if you don't have bills?
I'd like to find out.
I'd like to be able to save money. I feel like saving money is like, and this is the thing, and maybe this probably says a lot about me impulse buying shit and FOMO and all that bad crap that we know I'm about. Is that I've never had like a decent like wad or foundation of savings in my life.
How much would you consider like a good like
$5,000? Like
yeah,
like
that's
decent,
a comfy like saving. Yeah.
Yeah, like a decent cushion that's like if something goes really bad in my life,
you got $5,000.
I've got $5,000 to deal with it. And I've never had that in my life. Every time I've got close to it, something has happened or I've made a stupid purchase or you know, or like, yeah, it was something like that happens and it just sets you back. So yeah, I just want to get to a point where I'm not paying for shit that's stupid and just start. And it's crazy, right? Especially that feeling of, oh, I'm 30 next year, and did this? I don't know. It feels like maybe this is just my thinking, and I don't know. Might be a generational thing now. And Ash, I know you're not in my generation, and Dylan's pretty close to it, but am I copium nowadays that like your 20s kind of just feel like a write-off, and your 20s can't possibly be what people's 20s were 20, 30 years ago, you know?
No, that's why they say 30s in your 20s. I think.
Yeah, right? Like 30s is the new 20s. Like you'd hear from people that were like, oh, in the 20s, I got my family started, I bought a house, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, it feels like it's impossible to do those things well or like by choice nowadays, if that makes sense. Like I feel like
I think one of those is definitely you can do by choice.
Well, yeah, no, but what I mean by choice, right? I feel like it's me personally would feel like, how the hell does somebody in their 20s with their partner actually make the decision that they're in like a comfortable point in their life to have a child? Because at any point so far, I've been like, no, fuck no, I've got no idea. no shot. Like,
I mean, I think
Oh, whoopsie.
that question is answered by the classic film Idiocracy, in which all the smart people put it off forever, and all the dumb people,
procreate.
just do it,
Yeah,
procreate,
yeah.
and then that's who we're left with.
Fair.
It's never going to be a perfect time to do it. So if you're listening and you're thinking about it, maybe do it.
Get a vasectomy. That's 100% as well. Men in general, like if you've had a couple kids and if you just like just get a vasectomy if you're unsure if another kid is like a good plan, don't leave it to a woman in your relationship
if you've had a couple of kids, you're pretty sure you don't want any more, and your swimmers are strong. You need to snip that stuff in the bud.
Yeah, like I feel like it is too common from a male perspective that men look upon women as you're the people that need to do like the contraceptive stuff. So often it's like women have to go on the pill. Women have to take the morning after pill if you've had a whoopsie.
IUDs. Is that what?
Yeah. Is it IUDs?
Yeah.
IUDs?
Something like that. Yeah.
IEDs is an explosive, so it's not an IED.
It's
an
definitely an
IUD.
IED. Yeah.
This is a 3-minute podcast.
Some would disagree if it goes off.
Yeah.
Yeah. But so I think it is, you know what? I'm very much of the stance that more men need to get vasectomies. Even if
join us next week for Between the Cushions. Got to talk about getting vasectomy.
But it is like it is legitimately in life. Is that like
everybody just enable him? Just tell him how good a vasectomy is going to be.
Wojernetwork.com/support. How much do we need?
Not in a position where I need one just yet, but it is very much. I'm prepared when it comes to that point because it's fucking reversible for dudes. Getting a woman getting her tube tied is fucking, that's it, done. So whatever. Yeah.
Shout out to
also
that
for
dude,
more reports, doctors don't want to do that.
Yes, 100%. No. It's much easier to be like, bro.
I've seen someone get a vasectomy. I went to Steve-O Live.
Did you do it on stage?
No, they showed a video of him getting a vasectomy there. And that dude walked out in front of me because he nearly threw up. Good entertaining stuff. You would have loved it, Ash.
I'm sure I would have.
How's your bills going there, Ash?
Yeah, not too bad, I guess.
How's the new TV going at?
Had a bit of a.
I feel like the entire time we've known each other, you've always had one ongoing bill that you're trying to pay off, right?
I mean, technically now I've got a home loan, and that's.
Yeah, not that one, but the other one.
No, the other one was kind of covered by all these. It all grouped together as part of the one massive home loan thing. So I feel like I'm much more responsible now with my money than I was. But when we started 30s. Doing this.
I forgot how we even got here now. I was thinking about buying a car. Hey, yeah, so I'm thinking about getting a Corolla like I've got now, but because I'm pretty simple man, right? I don't need this sports car thing.
Sparkly
you know
rings.
what? No, you know what? I'd actually just recommend. I'd recommend get like an SUV, not an SUV, but get like a decent like.
Why?
Like get something that's just generally bigger. The ride height will generally be more comfortable. Having a car that is slightly raised off the air is generally, if you're not wanting
Tasmanian
to be
roads
fast,
are fine.
No, it's not even. No. It's nothing about potholes even, but it's like just that general ride height. I think is a lot better. Like my next car will be because I'm like this one has done me for the I need to go fast and dumb. There are definitely SUVs and like those kind of things that are dumb, but like get something that like is a bigger car because you've got more space to move shit in. You're never gonna be like if you have to load things up out on the way home from The Good Guys or Harvey Norman or JB Hi-Fi
Bunnings.
or fucking Bunnings or anywhere like that. You just gotta you got the space to put your stuff in there. I don't know. I just think it's.
So I'm thinking. So I want a hybrid. Is what I'm thinking.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
See, I knew you wouldn't like that because you're over there, Mr. I want the speed, Need for Speed. I'm like,
No,
I want
I
a
feel
Ford
like
think.
that's not.
I want a Ford think, you know?
No, I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know
Not
what?
commit, not full electric.
You're not going to commit. Yeah.
We're not fully there in Australia. That's just not, especially in
I
Tassie,
think
that's not-
Tasmania you could get away in a. I think you could get away with an electric car in Tassie.
Well, yeah.
No.
Why
There's
not?
not-
If you had
there's
like
not enough
the
charge
thing,
points. There's not enough
if you had the
points.
charge point at home, that would
It
be
still
you
takes
have to
way
get it
longer.
properly installed. Yeah.
But all you do is you plug it in when you get home and just charge it overnight. And then
What
you
if I
roll
forget
through.
and I'm out in the middle of nowhere? Or if I want to
Well-
drive to Hobart or some shit like that?
Keep
How
a
far
battery
is
in the
how
car.
many Ks is Hobart from Lonnie?
Google will soon tell me.
I tell you what, I've been seeing a lot more Teslas lately on the
Me
roads
too.
here in Australia.
Me too, in Melbourne especially, and in Shep.
So they must be doing something. There must be electricity somewhere.
It's 200 kilometers.
So most Tesla ranges or most electric car ranges is 400 Ks.
Yeah, but still.
So
What
you
if something
just
goes-
want
it's
the
just-
safety of fossil fuels to keep you going.
Here's
No,
something I
this-
get you on the backup of it, but it's like I think like it.
I like how I said hybrid and your face was like, and now you're like, nah, full electric.
I think full electric's cool.
Just commit. That's what
Have
he's
you
saying.
seen
Don't
how
fence
fast
it.
have you seen how fast the Tesla is? Because there's no fucking combustion. There's no moving parts in the engine.
Yeah, but I don't want a fucking Tesla. I'm never buying a Tesla. I'm going to buy a fucking Elon Musk car.
But you can
That's
say
fair. Very fair.
Yeah.
the thing is, right, I feel like
Reasonable.
If I brought an
buy-
electric car, it would never be a Tesla. A full electric car. It would
Gary Whitta said their shit. So,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. And he
Oh.
wrote Rogue One.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like a Tesla is. I think they're the best electric car you could buy. I think they're doing the most from just a general technical point of view and their willingness to support the infrastructure for the rest of the world.
I guess I wouldn't
the
buy like a
infrastructure.
random, like, if you was buying an electric car,
I'd
you
wait
wouldn't buy
like I know that Ford is like 2027 it wants. It's either 27 or 2030 that they want all their production cars to be electric.
Well, 2030 is the Australia, whatever the date for the thing they're trying to complete, 2030. I can't remember now what the full specifics of that is, but
Yeah.
How's your car going, Ash? Before we wrap up,
Yeah, pretty well. Nothing too bad.
yeah.
So,
Do you want an electric car?
I mean, I think also like you, I would be worried about the the distance if I need to go on it.
It's my worry of I just know
Charging points.
I don't think Australia's committed enough to make me feel comfortable currently with the full electric vehicle in Australia. If I was in America, I would be shocked. But
But
also,
like-
I could drive an electric car a lot more safer,
Mm.
I feel. Also, it depends on what state you're in. I guarantee there'll be we'll get to a time period. We'll get to a period here where it's like Victoria will probably be awesome for electric cars, and then like, Northern Territory will be shit.
So across
something like that.
So across Tassie at the moment, there are 80 public charge sites.
That's still not many. Like across the entire state.
You say that's across the entire state. You're fucking
Yeah, but like if
tiny.
in my like 5K radius, I can picture 1, 2, 3, 4, like 5 or 6 petrol stations just around me now in 5K radius. So when you think about that, like suburb by suburb area,
But petrol stations, I don't. The thing is, right, if you're an early adopter, it's less of an issue, right? Because you're not having to line up to get the charge and stuff like that. You're just having to, like, apparently Launceston has ultra fast charges, which are like 4 to 15 minutes.
I mean, if I got an electric car, at least I could get out and like put my Oculus headset on and be that dude like standing there like, oh, technology!
I also think like there's a lot of I don't know if Tesla do it anymore, but they used to do like when you bought the car, they give you like $1,000 or something of worth of charge at their charging stations.
Really?
And
I know I
that
saw
is a ridiculous amount of money for what it costs to
It might only
charge
be in
them.
America because
Yeah.
yeah. I did see this fucking crazy video on YouTube the other day. No, on Twitter the other day, where this dude said he brought a Tesla and he left it like, it only had like for a week or two, and he parked it in the airport, and then the app sent him a notification saying like the air had gone down in one of his tires, like the tire was flat, and then he messaged Tesla support, and then someone came out to fix his car, and he then enabled a camera so he could watch the dude fix his car to make sure he didn't do anything wrong while he was away from his car, and then he could rate the dude servicing his car as he watched it. I was like, that is insane.
the actual biggest issue is in Australia. I think the biggest issue is actually mobile service, because there's some features like to actually get into your car. If your car doesn't connect to internet, you can't actually get into the car, and there's very limited ways of.
Yeah. Well, guess what? My car will fucking come to a sudden halt around certain areas of Tassie. There's no fucking internet service.
No, once you're in it, you're fine. It's just opening it.
Yeah, well, how about where my pop lives? He lives in the bush right down here. No mobile service down there. So if I drove down there, I'm okay, but I just can't turn the car off. Is that how it works?
Well, I don't know about that. I don't know. Maybe if you're there for a certain period of time and it already knows, maybe it like caches it, but I don't know. There is a lot to do with electric cars. Don't get me wrong. Hybrids are perfectly fine. I just think, I don't know. I have this thing against Toyota Corollas, because they are like the most generic car in current car existence.
I'm a generic kind of dude, you know?
You know what Toyota Corollas do? Run.
Yeah, they run. They're reliable, Karen.
Yeah.
They're reliable. They're a reliable car.
You treat them like they're shit and they keep coming. Keep going.
I feel like you shouldn't treat your car like shit, though. Like, that's the... Like...
Look, you're looking for cool factor in your car. I'm looking for reliability, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Ash is on my side. I can.
You know what is my biggest pet peeve?
Corolla as well. So I mean,
yeah.
You know what is my biggest pet peeve about? I hate, and this is just me being my little thing.
Yes.
I hate very much so. I hate seeing this happened with my last car. Was when I bought it, I started to see it everywhere. Like, it was, I started to see lots of them popping up, and that frustrated me. I don't know. Maybe I liked feeling individual, or I liked like other people like driving the same make and model.
Kieran's a car hipster.
No, it's not even a hipster thing. I don't know. It's just nice.
No, he's an elitist.
Yeah, it's mine.
He wants a one of a kind, 100%. Unique.
I don't know.
Wants a one of a kind.
My sister has like
someone to do a cool paint job or something.
Maybe
because
I've already
flaming skulls on the side of your car.
Oh my god, no, gross.
Why not?
No,
Overwatch characters all over.
You know what? I can't even for me, I can't even put it. In the years I've been a Hawthorne member, I've never put one of the car stickers on my car because I just fucking hate that. I don't know. There's something about it that my brain is like, no, gross, yuck.
I mean, fair enough. I can understand that, I guess. But I'm just gonna paste before I wrap up. Let me put this. How do I fucking paste? Look at this car, Kieran. Hold on. How do I tap this?
Where's my
chat?
How do I chat this? Hold on. Here we go.
There's a chat bottom right.
Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Right, look at this car. That doesn't look bad. Come on.
Yes, it does.
What's wrong with that?
Every Corolla for the last 5-6 years has looked exactly the same.
Ash, tell me that doesn't look like a reliable vehicle right there.
That does look like a reliable vehicle.
Do you reckon that'll get me from A to B? Oh boy!
Several times, if it's a hybrid. I mean,
yeah. Go the distance, hybrid all the way.
Don't have to pay for as much for fuel.
Yeah.
Don't have to pay as regularly for fuel. That's pretty good.
That's right.
Yeah.
You still have to pay the litre price, but yeah, less times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I want to feel
it looks innocuous enough that, no one's going to try and steal it.
No one's going to steal it. Yeah, they don't think it's a super fancy car. No one's going to try and knock it off.
It's like, boring. Corolla.
Everybody's
going
Corolla.
These. Yeah. Definitely not going to get Dom and...
Man, what is a car you would never see? Corollas. The least car you'd like to see in Final Fantasy, Fast and Furious. They're both about the same, to be honest, as fucking insaniness, but sure. Toyota Corolla.
Maybe in the last one. Just saying. Maybe in the last one. There's always time. All right, let's record Arcade Couch.